Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2017 school year here at the intermediate school. I hope that you had a great summer. I hope you're also ready for a fun school year. I've put together some information for you that your teachers are sharing so that you're aware of how we do things here at the intermediate school so it's safer and quicker for everyone. Please listen carefully, and teachers, if you need to stop the slides at any time to expound on what's being talked about, please do so. Boys and girls, when you get dropped off and picked up in the morning, you should be using the drop-off lane, which is off of Hammond Street in the front of our building. Please ask your parents to not drop you off in any other area. If they would like to use the south parking lot to park, you may do that as well, but this is the only area where you should be picked up or dropped off before and after school. Please remind your moms and dads when they're picking you up that they should pull forward as far as possible. Grandmas and grandpas have a hard time remembering that too because they want to make sure they find you right after school. By pulling forward, it makes sure that we can get everybody into the traffic lane and that we do not have traffic sitting in the street. If you have a friend or brother or sister that gets picked up at homes, boys and girls, you are welcome to use the crosswalk where the crossing guard is down by the middle school entrance and cross after school and get into the cars that are waiting to pick up at homes. This will be faster for you and faster for your parents. If after school, I'll be asking some of you to remind you that if you have a parent waiting in the traffic lane at homes, you're certainly welcome to cross at the cross guard and get into cars over there. Please remind people who are picking you up that they should only be turning right out of the parking drop-off and pickup lane, please. When you get here before school, whether you're walking, riding your bike, if you are getting dropped off, you wait in the front of the building. You are certainly welcome to come into the vestibule area, especially if it's cold or if it's rainy. That is the area, again, in the front of the building. Doors open at 8:30. So I'm hoping that you can please tell whoever's dropping you off to drop you off as close to 8:30 as possible so that you're not waiting for a long time before school. Our bus drop-off and pickup is on the opposite side of the building over by the recess fields. When you get dropped off in the morning, boys and girls, the bus will simply pull up and unload. You will use the door to come in that you see on the bottom picture. After school, the buses will be lined up on the same side. Sixth graders, you're welcome to use either the music room doors or our doors to leave. Fifth graders, you'll be closest to the doors down by Mr. Keefe and Mrs. O'Donnell's room. Boys and girls, more than likely you'll be getting on a bus and being shuttled over to homes where you'll be getting off of your bus and getting on the one that takes you home. I know it sounds kind of confusing at first, but I promise that as you do it 2 or 3 times, it will go very smoothly for you. Again, boys and girls, remember, if you are crossing the street, you need to use the crosswalk. Please do not walk up to the corner and dodge traffic. Use the crosswalk only to cross over traffic, and please listen to our crossing guard. If you get here in the morning and you are going to breakfast, you're certainly welcome to do so. The picture that you see there is our cafe area. That is located across from the lunchroom. If you get off the bus or you get here early, you can simply go down to that area. That's where you'll get your breakfast. Eat your breakfast, please. You're expected to be on your best behavior. After you're done, please come down to our end of the building. Boys and girls, if you are not eating breakfast in the morning, you should not be in that area. Let's talk about lunch for a minute. Every one of you will be receiving a schedule today where you have a username and you have a password. Your user number, that 6-digit number, that is the number that you will use to activate your lunch account. Fifth graders, because some of you don't know your number, if you see the top picture there, you will have a lunch card that you'll be able to have scanned until you learn your number. Boys and girls, and again, this goes especially for the fifth graders, the lunch lines will be slower in the beginning of the year until you learn your lunch number, till you learn that 6-digit number. Once you learn that, the lines will go very fast, so I don't want you to get confused or frustrated. the beginning of the year, we're all learning how to do things. And once you learn that number, things will go much quicker. Fifth graders, when you come into the lunchroom, and you will be there first, you come into the lunchroom, get your lunch or bring your lunch. You sit on the left side of the lunchroom. Sixth graders, you know from last year, you'll sit on the right side of the lunchroom. You'll learn quickly, boys and girls, which lines have what, but we do have two lines in the middle, one on each side that have different foods. The featured special of the day, what I read off for in the morning, will always be on the far right-hand side. I'll be there in the beginning of the school year to help you out, remind you what lines have what. Mr. Fuller will be there every day. Mr. Zelke will be there every day. Please just ask if you have questions. Encore classes will begin on Wednesday, our first full day of school. Fifth graders, you will remember from when we talked in the spring, this is the only time of year where you will go to a different encore every day. And the reason that we're doing that is so that you have an opportunity to try the band instruments. Teachers and students, that is the rotation for the first 2 weeks of school. Sixth graders, you are all used to encore unless you're new. Remember that that's now at the end of the day. You have 7 weeks of art, health, PE, music, and tech. Band also is pulled out at that time, and we will begin with woodwinds on Wednesday. Boys and girls, I want to remind you that it is important that you get to school every day. Mr. Lewakowski is a stickler when it comes to attendance. I want to make sure that if you're not feeling well and genuinely sick, obviously we don't want you here at school, but it's important that you get here every day. School is what you do at this age, and it's important that you get here on time. This is the first year where every trimester you get 2 warnings, and after that, if you're late for school, you'll be serving a lunch detention. Your Chromebooks will be assigned to you very soon. Your teachers will go over what you need to know about them. This is something that it's important that you take care of. This is the machine that will be with you for at least 3 or 4 more years. Please make sure you take it home every day. Make sure you bring it back charged and ready to go. Other electronics that you might have here at school, you may only use them if your teacher gives you permission. Otherwise, if you have a phone, if you have other electronics, they need to be off and in your bag and in your locker during the school day. If you have to use the phone to get a hold of somebody at home, do not use your personal phone. Please come to the school office. We are planning on building a new playground this year, and if everything goes according to plan, that will be ready to go by springtime. I'm trying to get that ready by spring break. On the right side, you see an example of one of the things we're kind of looking for. Yes, boys and girls, that is a zip line on the right-hand side. If you have different ideas and things you want to share, please always find some time to come and talk with me. Your ideas will be considered. I can't promise they will happen, but I'm always willing to listen to what will be fun for you to play with. We'll also be participating in Rachel's Challenge. You see the 5 challenges listed there. We'll be talking more about this as September unfolds. Teachers, feel free to go over this with your students as well, but those will be the 5 challenges that we'll be giving you this year in order to participate in our Rachel's Challenge. Boys and girls, it is going to be a fantastic school year. I promise you that. I hope that you have a wonderful first couple days of school. We have a Labor Day break right away. If you need anything at all, please make sure you find time to find me and ask me. I am here to help you. Fifth graders, don't be nervous. Everybody's learning things. I'm beginning my 18th year here as the principal. We've never lost a kid. We've never had anyone get lost. It's a fun place to go to school. Don't be nervous. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful school year. And again, if you need anything, please find me in the hallways. Have a great day.